All right, you guys, I'm going to stream this to the Facebook group. I cannot believe we are already here for the 2024 Post-Holiday Power Up. Comment if you're watching me live, if you're here with me on Zoom, or you're watching it in the Facebook group. If you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay. I am super excited for 2024. I want to know here real quickly, guys, who is ready for 2024? I want you to comment in the chat, ready. Like, I'm ready. Kristen, I am so ready. I was so over 2023. I am ready for 2024. I want you to comment below, ready, right? Who's ready? Tell me in the chat, ready, ready, ready. I want to hear it. I want to see it. Let me know who's here live with me. Let me see here. I'm so bad sometimes at looking at all the comments. Oh, what's up? All right, we've got Caitlin, we got Maria, we got Sarah. Hey guys, what's going on? Who is ready? I don't see any comments yet. All right, here they come. Ready, ready, ready. Is the chat disabled? It should not be disabled. Let me enable the chat. Ready. Okay, I see Maria's chat. All right, awesome. So it's not disabled. All right, Caitlin, I see you. All right, awesome, guys. So who is ready for change? All right, I want you to type in the comments here, change, because just because we're ready doesn't mean we're ready for change, right? Just because we're ready doesn't mean we're ready for change, because change is scary. Change is work. Change is scary. And let's face it, change can be really uncomfortable. Let me tell you guys something. Indecision comes from wanting to be comfortable all of the time. Okay. There is nothing comfortable about change. Change is what we need in our life to actually see results, and it requires getting out of our comfort zone. So even some of you guys, you came to this not knowing what to expect. I know Caitlin's been with us. Sarah's coming back. Cindy's here. What's going on, Cindy? You know what this is all about. But Maria's new with us. She's like, I don't even know. What is CMW? What is Create My Weight? What is this girl Kristen yelling about? Change, NEAT, fitness, all these terms I'm going to be talking about this week. Okay, I am here to share all these things with you because every day of this week, all 5 days, I am talking about what you need for true transformation in your life. I want you to write transformation in the comments here, right? Transformation. I am making you write these things down for a reason. I want you to manifest these things to happen for you this year. I do not want 2024 to be another year where we set goals and don't reach them. How many of you guys have not set New Year's resolutions? Or maybe you didn't even set any goals because you feel like you're never going to reach them. Or every year you set goals and then nothing happens. Does that happen to anyone else? I know this happened to me before. I can't say recently, but it's happened. All right, let me see your comments. How are we feeling? Need a change? Yes, good. I'm glad. We're ready for change. So speaking of change, I want to talk about goals here. All right. Hey, Kathleen, what's going on? Who's ready to crush their goals in 2024? Comment in the chat here, crush my goals. All right. And I want to use that word specifically, crush, because I don't want you just to reach them. I want you to like surpass them. I want you to feel unstoppable right now. And then by the end of the year in December, I want you to be unstoppable as well. I'm using this word unstoppable because Cindy is one of our CMW alumni, current subscribers for fitness. And this was her word for 2023. And she was unstoppable this year. And I know she even has continued to use that word this year. That's also her word for 2024 because it served her so well. She crushed her goals. So I want to give her a little shout out right now. All right, we got alumni back here. We've got Caitlin's done multiple events with us. So welcome back, Caitlin. Maria, I'm so happy to have you. Let me see who's in the Facebook group. Here's Brenda. What's up? There's Claudia. Okay, we got people all over. I love it. Okay, so we're ready to crush our goals. All right, but here's what's more important, guys. Who is ready for clarity? Comment clarity in the chat. What I mean by clarity is like what you actually need to understand. How we have to understand nutrition, what we have to understand about fitness, what we have to understand about discipline versus motivation. They are not the same thing. Discipline is far more important than motivation. First of all, I'll discuss that more on Wednesday and Thursday of this week. But Who's ready for clarity and learning like what nutrition they need for their body, right? Fitness, what's best for their body, what's best in order to stay disciplined, right? And how not to jump from thing to thing or to lose that motivation, right? So comment clarity. I can't tell you guys how many times people come to me and they say that they're confused. They're watching different documentaries, they're reading books, their friends are on different diets, they're being targeted for Instagram ads, and they just don't know what's true anymore. Should I eat dairy? Should I not? Should I drink coffee? Should I not? How much water do I really need? Do I really have to do HIIT training? Like, OMG. Comment if you want clarity in the chat here. Who's ready to stop stressing about nutrition, about fitness, about what I should be doing? How many days a week should I be working out? Oh my God, I missed a workout. Oh my God, I'm traveling. What do I do now because I can't eat on my plan? Right? Who's ready to stop stressing? Comment in the chat here, stop stressing. Because I know for me, that was my number one reason for building our practice, Create My Way, back in 2018. Because I worked with so many people in the gyms, in their homes, that were so stressed about what to eat, how to exercise. It was affecting their sleep. It was affecting their confidence, their ability to show up in the world. Comment if thinking about food and fitness and like what you should be doing, if it affects your confidence in yourself or it affects your energy levels. I've heard people tell me stressing about these things is exhausting. Comment in the chat, exhausted, if you think about this a lot. Okay. My alumni hopefully are not saying that it is, and they're not, because they know what to do, right? So I know like that's a big motivator for a lot of us. It's like we're here for change, we're ready for change, we're committed because we want to stop stressing. Nutrition and fitness should not be stressful at all. That is my number one priority for my clients in CMW, is to let go of the stress and the fear and the, being totally overwhelmed with this process. I want you to have a sustainable, stress-free way of eating, moving, and thinking so you can thrive in all areas of your life. Come in the chat, thrive. I want to thrive in 2024. Maybe that's your word for this year. Not 2024. Yeah, maybe this is your word, thrive. It's interesting because my fitness subscribers, I've been talking about this for a week. I was like, I'll tell you guys soon my word for the year. I still have not determined my word for the year. If you know your word for the year, comment below right now. What's your word for 2024? What's your word? Cindy, I know yours. You have a backup word. You can have two. Yes, you can have two words. Maybe thrive could be a good one. I might add it to my list. All right. So I know a lot of you are ready, but my last question to you guys, who's committed? Who's committed to change in this year? Hey, Tracy, what's going on? Comment committed in the chat here. Put it in like capital, bold letters. Well, you can't bold things, right? Caps, all caps, exclamation points, emojis, like whatever you need. You can do a GIF if you want. You're in the Facebook group. Give me a sign that you are committed, okay? Because that is what you need to change. There is a difference between being interested in change and being committed to change. There are so many people that are interested. They think about it, they talk about it. Yeah, like I want to lose 20 pounds. Like I want to like get fit. Like I want to see abs. Like I want to have like nice toned arms. I want to eat healthier. I want to live longer. They're interested in those things, but they're not really committed. I hate to say it. Comment if you're committed. Lastly, I want you to type in the chat here, are you committed to all 5 days of this week, of this post-holiday power up? I'm going to go over the name for this in a minute here. Type in the comments, hashtag all 5 days. Hashtag all 5 days. Because remember, in order to earn our 14-day meal and fitness plan put together by myself and our registered dietitian, Danielle from CMW, in order to earn that, you have to commit to all 5 days. You have to attend the live trainings or you have to watch the recording and do the homework, right? Because that's how we're going to earn that. I'm not just going to give things away. We have to earn it. I'm going to hold you accountable. This is how I hold people accountable. All 5 days. Hashtag all 5 days. Comment in the chat here. Awesome. What? Oh, why is it disabled? That's so strange. All right, well, I'll fix that. I'll have to fix that. I'll get that fixed for tomorrow. Okay. Well, we don't have to comment anymore. Thank you, Kathleen, for letting me know. So at the end, here's a promise. Okay, this is what I call my event promise. By the end of the 5 days, you are going to be ready for what I call an identity shift. Okay, you're going to be ready for an identity shift. And an identity shift, if you saw my Facebook post the other day on my personal page, identity shift is key for you being a better version of you in 2024 and actually reaching your goals this year, whatever they might be. And I'm going to give you a chance to share your goals here in a little bit. But in order to change your body, because I'm sure a lot of us are here for health, maybe weight loss, weight maintenance goals. In order for us to change our body and to change our lifestyle, okay, and really stick to these healthy habits we talk about, we have to change how we think, okay? We got to change this big muscle right here in your brain and how we feel, what's in our heart about nutrition, about fitness, about discipline, right? We have to change how we think about your time, your commitments, yourself, and what's important to you. We have to change your priorities. I hate to break it to you. Okay. And what I mean about an identity shift is I want to help you go from this confused, overwhelmed, unmotivated person. Right? So let's just say I want to go from an unmotivated, confused, overwhelmed Kristen. I want to become in 2024 this confident, clear-headed, and disciplined Kristen. So I want you guys, you can have your goals in the back of your mind, whether it's like to exercise more, to eat more vegetables, like I want to lose 20 pounds or lose 50 pounds or whatever your goal is you set for yourself. Okay. I want you to have that goal. But for the next 5 days, and then even for the rest of the year, I want you to have a goal for your identity shift. So adjectives to describe your future self. And I'm going to talk about this future self on Wednesday and Thursday, because this concept is absolutely key for your success. All right. My alumni, my current clients know that we talk about future self all the time. Our coach Kisa, our mindset coach, she always talks about future self. And actually on Mindset Monday today, guys, like in the CMW private community, I do a Mindset Monday every week. I talked about how I actually utilized my future self and some strategies to help me in some difficult moments last week that I was going through personally. And I shared this with our clients because I want you guys to know that I'm human too, right? And none of us are perfect, but we can always get right back on track, right? With the right strategies and the right tools. And that's what we're here for. All right. So identity shift. I want everyone in the comments to type whatever. I am seeing messages. So message it to me. It's okay. Just message it to me. Hashtag identity shift. Because I promise you, this is how CMW is different than other challenges, weight loss programs, whatever you want to call it, right? Resets. You know, we're not just going to tell you what to eat and how to move. Like, we're going to really focus on changing how you think about yourself and who you are as a person, right? And that's how you're going to power up. I want to empower you to feel like you can do anything you want because you truly believe in yourself and you are thinking differently about your process. You will not get to your goals unless you are 1,000%, not even 100, 1,000% confident in your process and in your system. I'm going to sound like a broken record to my clients and alumni. Sorry. We rise and fall to the level of our systems. Who said that? Who wrote that? What book? What author? Who knows? Some of you guys on this chat know that. Hey, Leslie, welcome. Who knows? What's his name? You should just message it to me. I'm seeing messages. It's so easy. It shouldn't be disabled. Well, it's James Clear, Atomic Habits. Okay, great book. Highly recommend. Yeah, that's the key, guys. Okay. So all week long, I'll be discussing the topics that you need in order to help create this identity shift. Tonight, I'm talking about nutrition. I'm really excited about that. Then tomorrow, I'm talking about fitness. I'm like going to totally debauch some things you probably heard. So all the things you think are true about fitness and nutrition, I'm going to like fix that tonight and tomorrow and all week. All right. I'm gonna give you the truth. That's what we do in CMW. We give you the truth. That's for nutrition, fitness, discipline, right? And how it's more important than motivation. And most importantly, how to change. All right. So I know you're ready. All 5 days. Let's get this party started. All right. We feeling empowered, feeling ready to rock and roll. Tomorrow's upper body day. I love upper body day. It's one of my favorite days of the week. I used to be like a booty girl, right? But now upper body is my favorite area to work. That's tomorrow. And I did, just FYI, earlier tonight, about 45 minutes ago, I went live in the Facebook group and I talked about the fitness schedule, how to access my workouts. I talked about NEAT and getting your steps in. I talked about the habit checklist. So that's going to hold you accountable for the next 5 days. Those are the habits you're going to focus on. And you can post in the Facebook group with like your meals and your workouts and your water intake. I've got my handy dandy water cup right here. As you guys know, can probably tell, I love animal prints. I always say that it's important to wear the colors and the prints that you want to feel. All right. So fierce is something I always want to feel. Okay. So I'm always an animal print. And honestly, this cute little cup helps me drink water. And then I have my special silicone straw that I love. Okay. No plastic for me. Okay. So you guys ready to learn? We're going to talk nutrition. Who's ready to learn? Coach me, coach. Type that in the chat. Coach me, coach. Those of you on Facebook, I can see your comments. I love it. Oh, there's Caitlin. Okay. She went to the Facebook group. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, guys, sorry about the chat. I'll make sure it's fixed for tomorrow. This is my first time doing a webinar. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because I have slides. Like, for those of you know, as a former educator, I built curriculum as well for the Institute of Integrative Nutrition. I used to coach coaches through that program as well. So I love having visual aids. So feel free to take notes. We're going to talk about some fun stuff tonight. So wait, there's the Facebook group. This is my presentation. All right, guys, so you should all be able to see this. All right, so tonight I am doing what we call a nutrition reality check. Okay, because I feel like so many people think that they're eating healthy, or they have read enough, or like, you know, Reese Googled enough stuff to know what's good and what's not. And then what happens when they come to CMW or they hear me talk, they're like, oh, wait, like I'm not like as on point as I thought it was. So tonight I'm going to talk about hidden sugars and the lies we tell ourselves about weight loss and maintenance. And there's a very specific reason I'm talking about sugar tonight, is because the majority of people know that limiting sugar is important. Okay. My boyfriend, I love him to death. He thinks he eats healthy. He's like, I don't eat any sugar. I don't eat cookies. I don't eat candy. Well, he does on Halloween. I learned that this year, but he eats more sugar than he realizes. And I don't really harp on it because that's his deal. I'm not going to be that nagging girlfriend, but he could do better. We all can do better. Comment below if you quote unquote don't eat sugar. Comment if you're like, I don't touch sugar. You know what? I've been keto before. I've given up all sugar. I don't have any added sugar in my diet. If you think that. Or maybe you've given up sugar before and you're like, oh, this is really hard. I can't live my life like this. I am not here to tell you that you can't have any sugar in your life. That would be a really sad and really difficult life to sustain. Okay. Because the truth is, sugar is in lots of things, and not all sugar is bad, and some sugar can serve us. Okay. So, as you've probably learned before, CMW and how I teach nutrition is very much based on food freedom. So, I'm not ever going to ask you to give up sugar, but I am going to teach you how to be more understanding and educated on where sugar lies. And then you can become more judicious in what foods you consume and what sugar sources you consume so you can have a balanced lifestyle. Comment in the chat here, the hashtag balance. I want balance in my life. Yeah. I want to have like a cookie for breakfast sometimes. I mean, I don't do it very often, but I like apples. I like pineapple. You know, this was taken at a local farmer's market here in Delray Beach, Florida. I had a birthday cake last week for my friend. It was amazing. Oh my God, this Publix cake. And I mean, any other Floridians or people from like Georgia, Publix has great cakes. Okay, anyway, let's talk about sugar. All right, so take some notes. Here we go. So I asked this question earlier. How many of you truly feel like you don't eat a lot of sugar? You avoid soda, candy, and most sweets in general? Comment, that's me. All right. Because the average person will tell me, like they come to me for health and weight loss support. I don't eat any sugar. I don't eat any of this stuff. I don't even eat fast food. I don't like sweets. I'm a salty, crunchy kind of girl. Sweets is not my thing. God, like I wish I was that person. I love sweets. Love sweets. I had a container of Trader Joe's dark chocolate almonds sitting next to me when I did Mindset Monday today. I literally pulled them out and showed them to people so they know who I am. And it's that time of the month for me. But how many of you read labels and pay attention to what you're consuming, but you're not seeing progress? Right? That's so annoying. Like when you feel like you know what to do and like, I know how to read labels. Guys, like I've had dietitians as clients before, believe it or not. You know, like people know, but like, do you really know? All right. The reason we're not seeing progress is because you're consuming more sugar than you think. So I want to go over with you guys healthy foods that break down as sugar. Okay. So Greek yogurt is a food I want to talk about. Cindy, we've discussed this before. You guys, I had Greek yogurt for breakfast. I'll probably have it again tomorrow. I bought a whole big thing today of it. I don't want you to think that, and I don't have these quote unquote healthy foods in quotation marks because they're terrible for you. That's not what that's there. But the reason why I have that is because people eat these foods regularly and then they tell me they're not eating any sugar. A food that breaks down as sugar doesn't have to be sweet. Okay. So Greek yogurt and all dairy, for example, has something in it called lactose. Lactose is a milk sugar. So for example, if you buy a 0% plain Greek yogurt, it's Chobani, Fahe, Trader Joe's, Triple Oikos, I don't care what it is. If you look at the label on the back, if you look at total carbs, it'll still say 9 or 10 grams, right? And if you look at sugars, there might be some sugar in it. And that has to do with the lactose, okay? Now, if you buy, and I discussed this in the last challenge, if you buy lactose-free Greek yogurt, which is what I buy just because I don't process lactose very well, if you buy a lactose-free Greek yogurt, can it save you some sugar? Yes. Will it be totally sugar-free? No, because at the end of the day, there is still some carbohydrate in the yogurt and how it's processed. And carbohydrates break down as sugar, okay? Like I said, I am not saying Greek yogurt is bad and you shouldn't eat it. I am just calling it what it is. There is some sugar in there, right? Now, is it better to get a plain Greek yogurt with no added sugar than like a fruit one with a fruit added to it? 100%. Easy answer. I like to buy plain Greek yogurt and then I'll add my own vanilla, my own liquid stevia. I'll add berries. I'll add my, peanut butter powder or whatever. I'll add chocolate chips because I love chocolate, as you probably know by now. Go to town. I'll throw some granola in there. OMG. I love Greek yogurt. I can't eat it every day though. My stomach doesn't like that. I bloat like crazy. I talked about this actually, guys. Mindset Monday. Go watch that today. It was really good. Oats. Okay. Oats are another food. They break down as sugar. It is a very high content of carbohydrates. So, but oats do have some soluble fiber. There actually is a little bit of protein in oats, in rolled oats. Make sure you're buying organic oats though. Oats are one of the highest sprayed crops of glyphosate, right? Glyphosate is a pesticide, terrible for you, right? I could do a whole training on glyphosate. Avoid it like the plague. So always get organic oats. I'm not, I know we can't always buy everything organic, without spending an arm and a leg. Oats is one of those things. I would never buy not organic ever. And it's only like $1 or $2 more, honestly, guys. It's not a huge price difference. Believe me, I look. Rice. Okay. So I want to talk about rice because I know, guys, I'm a sports nutritionist. I know rice is heralded in the fitness industry. It's a great carb. It's great post-workout. It's good pre-workout because your body quickly digests rice. Like it's a simple carb, right? So when you get a killer workout in, let's say it's leg day, you get a killer workout in, you want to replenish your glucose and your food sources, rice is going to get right to the bloodstream and it's going to replenish those calories, right? That's why rice is quote unquote good, depending on your goals. So if you're looking to build a lot of muscle mass, so maybe weight loss isn't a goal for you. You want to build a lot of muscle mass, you want to build mass. Okay, rice can serve you. The average person I work with, that's not their goal. Okay, they're not looking to put on a lot of mass. Most people want to lean out, right? And then they want to put on some muscle. Rice does not have to be part of that equation. Can rice be part of it? Yes. I'm not here to tell you rice is the least healthiest food on the market. It's not. However, rice is a high starch food, okay, with zero nutritional value. There is no fiber, there is no protein, there are no nutrients, okay? And it breaks down to sugar. I hate to break it to you. Is brown rice better? A little bit, not much. I'm just being honest. That's why I'd much rather see clients do like a cauliflowered rice or a hearts of palm rice. Or there's other, I love millet can be better. I mean, there's many, and this is what we teach in CMW, guys, like way better grains, way better starches, purposeful carbs, we call them. Okay. Sourdough or wheat bread. Okay. So I brought these two up. First of all, I'm Italian and Puerto Rican. Okay. I love bread. Oh, if you asked me to give up bread, I'd be a really sad human being, especially pizza. And people tell me I don't eat any sugar, but they're having bread multiple days a week. Is sourdough bread a better option? Yes. Is it gluten-free? No. Does it have wheat? Yes. People think wheat bread's healthier, not necessarily, right? Wheat it's a gut disruptor. It's also, highly addictive. Wheat in general. There's a really great book called Wheat Belly, Grain Brain, talks all about that. But do I consume wheat sometimes? Heck yeah. It's great, but it breaks down as sugar. FYI. Wraps. Okay. A lot of people, I don't know when this started happening. People started thinking that wraps are healthier than bread. It's less carbs. It's smaller, but wraps can have more calories, more sodium than bread can. And it breaks down as sugar. Fruit. Okay. So I think a lot of people know that fruit is sweet, but a lot of times people will say that they're not eating any sugar, but they're eating a lot of fruit. So fruit counts as sugar. Sweeteners that are high in sugar, yet they're healthy. Okay. Honey. Guys, I love honey. When I'm sick, I was sick as a dog last week, 2 weeks ago by now, honey was my BFF. Okay. I'll put honey in things sometimes, but if you're on the weight loss journey and you're trying to cut your sugar content, or maybe you're diabetic and you have to cut your sugar, or you're pre-diabetic, whatever, honey is high in sugar. Agave, same thing. I mean, I love margaritas, don't get me wrong, but agave is sweet and it's sugar. Maple syrup, love maple syrup. It's sweet, a lot of calories. Okay, you got to be mindful with those things. I'm not saying don't consume them. There's health benefits to these things, but it is what it is, right? So like I mentioned, I'm not saying to not eat these foods because that would not be food freedom. And what did I say before? In CMW, I want you guys to be able to eat the foods you love in a way that supports your goals, but you have to understand what you're consuming. So I want you to comment below. Okay, if you're in the Facebook group here on Zoom, just send me a message so I can see your comments. Message me. I saw all the messages, so just message me. Comment below with which foods you eat on a regular basis yet didn't realize they counted as sugar. I would love to know. Pasta? Who eats pasta? Maria, is gluten-free bread better? It can be, yes. Gluten is definitely a gut disruptor. We talk a lot about gluten in CMW. It's something that can impede not just your health goals, but your weight loss goals. But remember, gluten-free bread's not going to have any less calories than regular bread. So you still have to be mindful of your portions. There's really not any nutritional value to bread in general. So I would make, kind of treat bread like a treat. I wouldn't make it like a daily food necessarily. And I would definitely encourage more purposeful carbs. So carbs that have protein, fiber, or both. So bread wouldn't really fall in that category. Yes, you're welcome. Yeah, just type in the Q&A, guys. That'd be great. If you're on Zoom with me right now. Okay. Let's see. All right. So different types of sugars found in healthy food. Okay. So fructose. So fructose is sugar found in fruit. Okay. If you ever read anything from the medical medium, he's the guy that made celery juice like a thing. He talks all about fruit and how we should all be eating fruits and veggies all day, every day. And then there's other people that say that fructose can still be a toxin. Too much is not good for the liver. And this is why nutrition is such a hard topic to understand because there's so many conflicting sources. Here is the thing with fructose. At the end of the day, it's sugar, okay? And your body treats it like any other sugar, okay? What makes fruit good for us is not the fructose. It's the fiber and the other nutrients in fruit. The vitamin C, the vitamin K, you name it, all the vitamins and micronutrients like fiber, it's in fruit, okay? Fruits with skin are your BFF, berries, apples, okay? So good, that's where all the nutrients, that's where the prebiotics are too. Lactose is sugar found in dairy. The lactase in your small intestine should break lactose down into glucose and galactose, which are other types of sugars, which are then absorbed into your bloodstream. So lactase is going to help you actually convert this lactose into glucose, right? So as I was saying before, glucose is your body's #1 fuel source. So lactose, like I said, is not necessarily a bad thing. Your body will just convert it to glucose. All right, but glucose is found in lots of foods we eat: fruits, veggies, grains, beans, etc. Okay. So again, I'm not demonizing these foods, but I'm just here to help you be clear, right? Give you clarity on what you're actually eating and why you're not seeing results. So we're going to take a look at some food labels because I love looking at food labels. And this is something we teach in CMW, okay? How to look at food labels and understand what you're actually consuming. So on the left here, this is actually what I have in my fridge right now. This is like a 0% plain Fahe. Actually, no, I don't have this one. I have the lactose-free one, but this is like a plain 0% Greek yogurt. Okay. So as you can see, guys, we have 18 grams of protein, 0 fat. This is 0%. And then we've got the 5 grams. So 5 grams of sugar. There's no added sugar. That's the lactose. So this is relatively low. Over here on the right, this is Greek yogurt and they add fruit to it. So this is why I was saying earlier, you can see the third ingredient is cane sugar. And then they have strawberry juice, That's why I say it's always better to just like add your own fruit to your Greek yogurt. Because look at the sugars. Now it's 11 grams. And then added sugar, it's 7 grams. So you're probably thinking, well, why is this like 11 grams and then added? So they've added 4 grams and then it's 11 total sugars because of the actual yogurt. And some people might look at this and they might think, well, wait, like I can get some fruit and it's the same caloric amount as the plain yogurt, right? But here's something you have to think about, guys. In this yogurt here, where are the majority of your calories coming from? Who knows? Well, actually, it's equal here. The majority of your calories are coming from the carbs. Carbs and protein are equal. Over here, your calories are mainly coming from protein. And that's good. Okay. Much better. All right. So that's Greek yogurt. All right. So I'm going to bring this up real quickly. And I know there's some people probably watching this right now that you've done the keto diet. And you're probably thinking, well, I do keto. So like, I don't have any sugar in my diet at all, right? I don't have bread. I don't do fruit. I don't do oats. Forget about it. That's like demonized by the keto diet. Fruits are off limit or oats are off limits. Should I like really reduce my sugar intake and just go keto if you're not on the keto wagon right now? What do you think I'm going to say to that? I mean, I just told you like about food freedom. Not a keto advocate. I mean, are there pros and cons to keto? Yes. But here I'm not suggesting you go keto. Because here's the truth about keto foods, right? If weight loss is your goal, listen to this. Keto products have just as many, if not more calories than their non-keto counterparts. So for example, keto granola versus regular granola. All right, I talk about granola because I feel like I get a lot of questions about granola. I was actually just talking to Claire, Kathleen, our friend Claire. I was talking to her about granola the other day. She was in Mexico City, and she was looking for a cleaner granola. And I was telling her about like some other options for her that she has access to, or she can make her own. But when it comes to granola, you know, and keto products are more fat-based, okay? Fattier foods are going to have more calories because fat is 9 calories a gram, whereas carb and protein, if you have any understanding of macronutrients, are 4 calories per gram. So more fat-dense foods are double the calories of non-fat dense foods. Okay, so here's an example. And this is small, so I'll read it to you. Over here on the left, this is a keto granola from a brand Purely Elizabeth. Okay, and I have this in my pantry. This is delicious. I think I bought it at Target or like TJ Maxx or something. I don't know. Anyone else buy food at TJ Maxx? Sometimes like dry foods, I do. They're cheap. And they're good. So 1/3 of a cup, you guys. Okay, first of all, 1/3 of a cup, that is freaking small. I don't know about you all, but like I can eat. I'm Italian and Puerto Rican. I'm female. I'm really active. I'm high energy. Like I can eat a shit ton of food, right? So 1/3 of a cup of granola is like a freaking appetizer. It's an app to an app for me. All right. So like, that's so sad. This is why I don't really eat granola very often, to be honest. But this one's really good. Put on your yogurt, for example. So yeah, but look at this. It's 12 grams of fat. 6 grams of protein. The sugar is low. Yeah, there's 5 grams of added sugar because this particular granola uses, I think it's maple syrup or coconut sugar. I forget which one it is. It's a healthy granola. I can't say a bad thing about it. It's all natural. There's no cane sugar in it. Whereas this one over here, cane sugar is the 3rd ingredient. Okay. But notice it's less calories, right? So for the same serving, it's 140 calories. Protein's 4 grams. Over here, it's 6 grams. But the sugar content is higher up here. This is 6 grams of sugar. Over here, no, it's 6 grams. Same thing. All right. So if weight loss is a goal for you, right? Like at the end of the day, weight loss is you're burning more than you're consuming. But as we teach in CMW, You don't necessarily have to count calories to lose weight if you know the portion, like the right things to eat. Okay, and we teach that. But like, this is why when people tell me they're eating keto and super clean, and then I see what they're eating, I'm like, yeah, but do you see, like, this has even more calories than regular granola. So that's why I was telling Claire the other day, Claire, don't stress about getting the perfect granola because caloric, I mean, for your goals, this might be fine for you. I mean, I don't love the cane sugar in this. And Claire won't either. She's picky like me, but you know, I'm just showing you guys something. That's what I'm saying. Keto's not always like what it's cracked up to be. It's not like the foolproof way to lose weight. Keto bread is another one. Now, granted, this is one example. I know there's breads out there like Carbonate and I don't know, other brands where one slice is 50 calories. Okay. And it's a $9 loaf of bread, which is beyond me, right? I'd rather have a really awesome sourdough from a local bakery that's $6 and freeze it and have it once in a while than spend that kind of money on keto bread. That's just me personally. I don't know. I'm a bargain shopper. So one piece of this keto bread is 160 calories. I've seen a lot of breads like this. Like Against the Grain, I think it's called, as a brand, and they have like pizza crusts and breads and baguettes and bagels, and they're so calorically dense. 160 calories for one piece, 12 grams of fat. Holy shit, that's a lot. There's no added sugar. Yeah, net carbs is 2 grams, but whoa. Whoa. All right, moving on. All right, this is Lily's chocolate. Who knows Lily's chocolate? Lily's chocolate is like a sugar-free chocolate. This is actually on our CMW approved list. We do have a whole list of, it's an alphabetized grocery list, A to Z, with like all kinds of foods, from, I don't know, cheese to yogurt, pretty much, of like what we recommend, right? So Lily's is on this list because it is sugar-free. And if we're trying to kick our sugar cravings to the curb, limiting our sugar intake is key. So this actually uses stevia and erythritol, which are 2 sugar alternatives. Stevia's fine. Erythritol, I have mixed feelings about, but this can be a better option, especially if we're diabetic or pre-diabetic, trying to minimize our sugar consumption. This can be a good option for you. But I will tell you something. This bar is not way less calorically dense than like another chocolate bar. But I do like that it's less sugar because, again, I do want to help people minimize sugar in their diet. But people, Lily's cannot be just an unlimited food, right? You still got to watch your portions, tune into your hunger. Do you really need that chocolate, right? It's not just, a lot of people ask me for healthier alternatives and they're like, oh, well, instead of eating Hershey's, I'll just eat Lily's and I'll lose weight. I'm like, not necessarily. No. This is Rebel ice cream. So Rebel is a keto-friendly ice cream, high fat, low carb, right? So a 2/3 cup is about 200 calories. So some people might know their ice cream really well. Like I think I have a little pint of Trader Joe's ice cream in my freezer from my boyfriend's son who was just here. And I think a 2/3 cup of ice cream was like 300 calories. So yes, will you save 100 calories? That's great. But it's not it's not a huge savings. You can't just eat unlimited Rebels ice cream. And I think people understand my point now. Do you guys get my point? With like being keto? I hope so. Okay. So what should I do? I'm here telling you what not to do and like opening up your eyes, hopefully. But then it comes the question, well, what do I do? The truth is, you do not have to cut sugar and carbs completely to lose weight. But what you do have to understand, my friends, is understanding which ones to eat, how often to eat them, what else is in your diet, your activity level. That's massively important to understand and be clear on. We'll talk more about that tomorrow for day 2 fitness, and your health needs. Also, let's say you have an autoimmune condition. Let's say you have endometriosis. Let's say you have a condition where we really need to minimize inflammation in your body. And let me tell you guys something. There is not a person on this planet that doesn't have some sort of inflammation. Inflammation naturally happens in your body. I've got it going on right now. Okay. Now, are there foods out there that spike inflammation and keep our body chronically inflamed? 100%. Okay. Do people have different responses to foods? Yes. So while some people can bloat like crazy from eating Greek yogurt, certain raw vegetables, that's an inflammatory response. Bloating is inflammation. Other people have no response. They're totally fine. Okay. So that's why nutrition is not cookie cutter. And it is physically impossible for me or any person on the planet that has any education in nutrition to teach a workshop and say every person should eat this vegetable and this fruit and this protein and you're going to live the longest life ever, because everyone has different needs. It depends on your genetics, it depends on your upbringing, your culture, you know. So I'm not here to confuse you, but nutrition is not cookie cutter. Right? I always say in CMW, we love cookies, but nothing we do is cookie cutter. So in CMW, we help our clients understand and master their own nutritional protocol. So a protocol, let me explain what this is. It's a series of guidelines that helps you achieve a desired outcome, and it's more than a diet. So for example, Kathleen's on our call with us right now. Kathleen travels all over the world. I never know where she is, and I always want to go wherever she is. Whenever I finally see where she is, I'm like, I want to be there. Cindy, you travel a lot too. And that's what we do. A lot of us like to travel, or we have to for work. And so a protocol is great for those of us who are on the go. We're not at home meal prepping everything. We like to maybe go out to eat. We like to try a new restaurant. We're social people. So we have a series of guidelines to help people live their life, whether they're home, they're abroad, they're at a party, they're at a wedding, whatever is going on, or they're just in the mood for something, right? That's what we teach people. That's food freedom. Comment in the chat here, food freedom. I want food freedom. Who wants food freedom? That's why I started Create My Weight back in 2018, because I had done every diet. And I remember one of the last diets I ever did wasn't even for weight loss, it was for health purposes. I had to give up caffeine, alcohol, sugar, grains, meat, red meat specifically, all kinds of stuff for 20 something days. And I was miserable. Italian and Puerto Rican, I can't have wine. I can't have coffee. I was like, I will never do this again. Unless like I'm on my deathbed, right? But that's why a protocol is really important. Okay. So a nutritional protocol isn't a meal plan. It isn't a list of rules. It's a framework that allows you to choose the foods you want to eat in a way that supports your goals. So our nutritional protocol and Create My Weight is the same. So our guidelines, our like framework is equal, but it looks different for each and every one of our clients. So like my nutritional protocol, the way I eat is going to be different from how Maria might eat, or how Tracy might eat, or how Sarah on our call will eat. Okay, Sarah and I were very similar. We like the same foods. I remember that, Sarah. And Sarah has kids at home, so she's got kids' foods around. Well, how can I still eat with my family? How can I like still have ice cream and like be successful with my goals? But maybe Cindy's like, I don't like ice cream. I don't care about ice cream. Right? We have different food preferences, we have different activity levels, and different food sensitivities. And so this leads me to lie number 2. So this is what I love to do, my friends, is like get rid of these lies you've been hearing. Right? I want to tell you the truth. I actually have a book coming out this year. I'm working on it. This is my 2024 goal. It didn't happen in 2023. It's going to happen this year. I'm hell bent on it. It's called The Truth. I love teaching. This is my passion. This is my purpose in life. Lie number 2, I need a meal plan to lose weight. You do not need a meal plan to lose weight, because meal plans at best last 1 to 2 weeks, maybe 3 to 4 if we're lucky. So like I was saying before, like my prize is, if you refer friends, or if you participate in all 5 days, you'll get like a 7 or 14-day meal plan, maybe both, which is nice. I am not saying that meal plans are not nice to have. It is nice to have something planned out for you. I'm a planner, believe it or not. Do I plan all my meals out? No. Some weeks I might plan out a few, but other times no. Some of you will look at your meal plan that you get and you're gonna be like, oh my God, I love this. This is like so great. I can't wait to do this. I'm gonna go grocery shopping. I'm so pumped. And then others of you are gonna be like, what? I don't know what half these things are. I don't even like Brussels sprouts. Like, what the fuck? Or you're gonna think, wow, I can do this. Awesome. And then realize a week later it's not sustainable. Comment below in the Q&A or in the Facebook group, wherever you are, if you've experienced those thoughts. Okay, or it's a holiday, it's a business trip, it's a vacation, and you're eating out for some reason, and then your meal plan goes out the window. I can't tell you how many times I hear people say, like, yeah, like I love meal plans. Like all I need is a meal plan. And then guess what? Week 1 of their program, they're going, yeah, next week I'm traveling. So now I need a new meal plan. Well, how are you going to have a meal plan if you're traveling? You don't really know where you're going to be eating. Or what if the restaurant doesn't have what you're looking for? Or they mess up your meal, then what happens? Or you know what? You plan to go order salmon and broccoli on the menu and you're like, damn, their nachos look really good. I kind of want a glass of wine, or I want some French fries. God forbid you have some French fries, right? So how do we do that? How do we do that, guys? What's the magic? What's the trick? Right? That's food freedom. I'll talk about that next. So this is why, though, we lose motivation to stick to a meal or fitness plan, because you feel compromised. Okay. You feel like it's just not going to happen for you because you want some French fries. So earlier tonight, I talked about identity shift, and I'm going to be talking about identity shift all week because this is like my favorite topic of conversation, because I've been doing weight loss coaching for a long time, even before 2018. 2018 was when I made it official with CMW, but I've been doing this for a long time. And I find that the successful people truly have this identity shift. And here's what the truth is, guys. Within you right now, right, there are 3 different personalities going on. And whether you realize this or not, I'm going to bring it to light right now. I'm just going to give you clarity all week. Okay, so get ready for it. It's not going to always feel good. It's not going to be pretty, but it's going to be really honest and really transformative. All right. So there's multiple personalities of you on your health and weight loss journey. I've experienced all of these, and I'm sure you guys have too. And actually, what I want you to do is, as I'm talking about this, I want you to comment in the chat with which identities you resonate with. Who are you? Who are you right now, or who have you been? You can say all 3, you can say 1. So the skinny you, so skinny Kristen, right? I can stick to any meal plan or fitness plan because I am so fired up. All right. I've got a photo shoot in 7 days. Hell, I'm going to eat lettuce 3 times a day for 7 days. I want to look good in a bathing suit. All right. One of my really good friends, Claire, her wedding is in a few weeks, February 3rd. I'm actually in her wedding. She's my best friend. And she is doing something really strict. She's down like 16 pounds, I think, in the last like 2.5 months. But she's like, Kristen, it is not sustainable. Like, I know come February 4th, the day after her wedding, she's like, I got to figure something else out because this is not sustainable. My fiance hates me. He won't do it. But she's so fired up. She's got a wedding dress to put on. So kudos. I told her, I was like, girl, you know how I feel about this, but like, you've got a mission. So just go on your mission. I'm there after you're done. And she knows. She's my best friend. All right. Then there's the thicker you. Right? This is the you that wants nothing to do with lettuce, right? Or you're like, I know I should eat more vegetables, but I'm just like not feeling it. You guys, this was me last week. I was sick. I was tired. I was sad because my boyfriend left. I talked about it on Mindset Monday. I like vegetables were like the last thing I wanted. And I had a fridge full of them. I was just like feeling lazy. I was overwhelmed. I had so much work to do. I've been out for a week. I didn't care about the goals because it's so much work. To put a salad together, I got to cook something. Like what? So yeah, I felt a little thick last week. And then I had a snap myself out of it. Cancel, cancel. Right? Who remembers that? CMW, cancel, cancel. And then I found my confident me again. This is the identity shift I want for all of you guys. Okay. You live your life and you use a framework that suits you in whatever situation you're in. Right? So you're at a party. It's New Year's Eve. You're at whatever. You're at a holiday party. You're somewhere. You're on vacation, or you're at a dinner, and you're like, you know what? I know what works for me. I know what I want for myself. I know how I want to feel, how I want to look. I know who I want to become. And I know what works for me. So I'm going to follow my plan. I'm going to do what works for me. I'm going to follow my framework. The nutritional protocol gives you that confidence, knowing what will work for you, and therefore your confidence and your motivation increase. And guess what? When you have confidence and motivation, that's what makes discipline. And discipline is everything. Something I talk about a lot too. Lack of motivation comes from lack of confidence in knowing you have something that will work for you and doesn't feel too hard. Lie number 3, I want to debunk right now. Weight loss is simply calories in versus calories out. No. If it were that easy, okay, there would not be a $4 billion industry right now for health and weight loss. That includes like all supplements, weight loss programs, blah, 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 blah. Okay. There would be way less of a demand if it was that easy. It's not. Because let me tell you guys something. How your body, how your microbiome, oh, that's something I talk about for hours. How your body processes and burns calories varies person to person. Make sure you're on my fitness talk for tomorrow night. And I'll talk about that a little bit. Okay. Everyone's furnace is different. So weight loss is identity in versus identity out. It's about an identity shift. So many of us, okay, when we're in like panic mode, oh my God, it's January 1st, January 2nd, whatever January day it is, here we are. We're like, I got to do something. Oh my God, I'm so ready. I want to lose this weight. So we do everything to be skinny because we want to be skinny. How many of you feel, comment in the chat, be honest, that you will be happier if you're skinnier? Being skinny or being a certain weight equals happiness, or maybe a certain pant size, or maybe a dress size, or a bathing suit. Something like that equals happiness for you. You will be this like whole new person. And here's the truth. There is nothing wrong with having that goal. That is an extrinsic motivator, we call it, okay? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I would be lying to you if I said that I eat healthy and exercise because I just like want to feel like this energetic person. That's part of it. I also want to look good in my clothes. I want to look good naked. I want to like look fit. If I'm in this industry, I got to look fit. Let's be serious. So there's nothing wrong with that goal. However, that mindset is exhausting and it will steal you of your joy for the rest of your life. Because here's what happens. When we are only focused on a number, a size, or a picture, we will always be in comparison mode. And one of my favorite quotes, I did not write this, comparison is a thief. It will steal you of your joy. And let me tell you guys something. I used to be in that headspace. That was my teens and my 20s. I was in that headspace. I actually used to work. One of the very first gyms I worked in, I was 24 years old. That was 14 years ago, okay? I worked around bikini competitors, okay? My training mentor, Ashley was her name. She was like famous here in Florida. She trained all these bikini competitors. So these women, they range from age 30 to 60, 50 probably. They looked amazing in a bathing suit, all of them. They were flawless, 10% body fat, abs, booties. I was like, damn, I want to look like that. What do I have to do? Okay. And once I learned their process, I was like, I don't want to do that. No. But like, had I really like kept in my comparison mode, I want to look like this person, God, I would beat myself up constantly. We got to get out of that. So I want everyone out of that skinny phase, that skinny version. Okay. What's more important, being skinny or being happy? Comment in the chat. What's more important? And like I said before, for some people right now, and I want to say this is okay right now. If you're here and this is how you're feeling, you are like, totally okay with that thought. But let me tell you something. This is also partially a lie, because this is how you feel now, but down the road, you're not going to have this constant happiness. And also too, I've had clients, they get to their goal weight, they, are in the clothes they want to wear, but they still aren't happy. Some people experience what we call body dysmorphia. You guys ever heard that phrase before? Body dysmorphia is when no matter what size you are, you could lose over 100 pounds, you could hit your goal weight, and you're still not liking what you see in the mirror. I've had clients who are super skinny. They literally have no weight to lose, and they still think they need to lose weight. And to be honest, this is something we touch on a little bit in our 16-week program in CMW, but that work is ongoing. That's something that that's a lifelong journey, and it's totally doable. But learning to be kind to yourself and creating that confidence, that's why confidence is my favorite word. Cindy, I'm glad you took that word. I think that's the key, right? That's what I want for all of us. Yeah, skinny mode's exhausting. So, like I said, a lot of you guys might be here in skinny mode, right? And a lot of people have this stress. They're like, oh my God, I can only have skinny margaritas. I have to fit into my skinny jeans. I can only eat skinny pasta or whatever. Like this week, I want us to get rid of that word skinny. That's not a word that's going to serve you. No. And there's a reason why I want us to stop using that word, because part of having an identity shift is changing how we talk to ourselves and about our process. Okay. All right. Process focus is what we're going to do this week. And that's what I want you to do the rest of this year to hit your goals. Goals will happen if your process is on lock. If you're confident, you like it, it's working for you, your goals will come. Right. But the problem with using the word skinny is that it brings up this subconscious stress and conscious stress. Right. And it's not really your desired outcome. Skinny is not what you're going for at the end of the day. Right? How do you want to feel? Comment in the chat. How do you want to feel? Comment in the Q&A. Sorry. Comment in the Q&A. Can you do that for me? I'm sorry, the chat's disabled. How do you want to feel? You want to be confident? You want to be happy? You want to stop stressing? You want to feel sexy? You want to feel, I don't know, sassy? You want to feel like on top of the world? You want to feel strong? You want to feel capable? You want to feel empowered, right? Power up. That is why we're here. Okay. The human brain responds way better to emotions than tasks. Okay. We don't always remember what people tell us, but we always remember how they make us feel. Okay. Always. So I want you to focus on your emotions. So instead of being like, I want to feel skinny, how does being leaner make you feel? Does it make you feel more confident? Yeah. So for example, if I can turn down that third glass of wine, I'm just gonna use wine as an example. I don't know. If I can turn down that third glass of wine, if I can honor my word and have only one or two, I'm gonna feel more confident in myself. The wine is secondary. And that's how I can drink less, even though my friends love wine. And sometimes they're a bad influence, but I can hold my ground, and they know that. No one will ever push me to go beyond what I feel good about. No, because I got discipline. I'll teach that on Wednesday. All right. So this is why weight loss is about an identity shift. It's letting go of skinny you and creating confident you. Okay. In with the confidence and out with the skinny talk. Okay. Comment in the chat, comment in the Q&A, wherever you are, out with the skinny talk. Skinny is not cool, guys. No. I don't think I've ever said I wanted to. Maybe when I was like 13, I wanted to be skinny. We have better words now. Our vocabulary is improved over the years, right? All right, skinny is stressful. Confidence is what I'm after. Type this below. And guys, I'm having you type this out because I want you to manifest this. I want you to put this into the universe. I don't want you just to read it and be like, yes, Kristen, yes. No, no, no. I want you to believe this is possible for you. Right? Why is it important for you to be confident? So many people tell me, Kristen, I want to be more confident in my life. I want to be more confident. Why is it more important to be confident? What areas of your life will be impacted? Will you be better at your job? Will you show up differently in the world? Will you do things you never thought you could do? Will you wear certain clothes? Will you get out and date again? Will you get in pictures again? Like for me, that's what I wrote as my personal example. Like, you know, there's so many times where I don't like taking photos. I am not one of these people that like loves doing photo shoots. You probably have seen like trainers, call them influencers, you know, on social media, and like they're always doing some crazy photo shoot. I am not that kind of girl. The last photo shoot I did it in Greece. I did the flying dress photo shoot after one of our clients did it in Lejeune did it. Lejeune, I miss her. She did it in Santorini. And I saw her photos and I was like, oh my God, I need to do that. Like water and mountains in a pretty dress. Like I'm sold, right? I don't need to flaunt my body. I just want to like feel like I'm on top of the world, because 2022 was a really empowering year for me. So I decided to do this photo shoot. That was cool because I felt confident, you know, but like, you know, in fitness photos, yeah, I want to feel confident. All right. So it says 7 days. You can use 7 days, but we're doing this for 5 days. For the next 5 days, I want you to keep the word confidence in your mind, or go for 7. What do you need to do? Type in the chat here. What do you need to do and know to feel more confident in yourself? What do you need to know and do? We're almost done, guys. What do you need to know and do to feel more confident in yourself? I'm wrapping up here. I know I'm over my hour. I hope this has been educational for you guys. Oh. Let me look at the Facebook comments. Type below, what do you need to know? Well, I can't actually because I'm sharing my screen. I'll look later. All right. Anyway. All right. So what is going to happen, guys, is this week, I'm actually going to stop sharing my screen. Okay. And yeah, of course, I'm going to drop this in the Facebook group, so you can always schedule a time to talk with me if you're ready to like jump into some one-on-one coaching, but I'm not even concerned about that right now. I want to talk more about this week. Oh, there's Mandana. What's up? I just saw you were there. Identity shift. So in order to boost your confidence this week, I want to make sure that we talk about all the different things that affect your health and weight loss journey and your maintenance journey for some of us. right? Because we might not be here for weight loss. We might be in this power up because we want to get back on track, right? So this week I'm going to discuss all the topics, right? Tonight I talked about nutrition a little bit, okay? Tomorrow's fitness. Wednesday and Thursday are like the most important days, in my opinion. Because what do I always say in CMW? Weight loss and maintenance is 80% mindset and 20% food and fitness. Okay. 80-20. It's not the other way around. Right? So comment below. This is the homework. All right. Those of you who are live, do it now, or actually go into the Facebook group and do it, or type it in the Q&A if you're on Zoom. What were your big takeaways from tonight's talk? Okay. Maybe it's that you're eating more sugar than you think. Maybe it's you didn't realize that weight loss is an identity shift. And if you're still wrapping your head around that, if you're still not convinced about that, you're kind of like, oh, I like myself. I'm not saying that you have to not like yourself, first of all. An identity shift is not about disliking yourself. An identity shift is about improving yourself so you can reach these goals. It's about personal development. That's what identity shift is about. So I'm not here to change who you are as a person. What I am here to do is help you change how you think about this process of nutrition and fitness so that you can actually stick to your plan, understand what to do, and actually follow through and honor your word. And in order to do that, we got to change what's going on here and here. I hope I made that clear tonight. I hope I didn't turn anyone off. Comment like, yes, Kristen, I get it. I hope so. And if not, write me a note. Kristen, you scared the crap out of me. Be honest, guys. I can take it. Believe me. I'm not offended. Okay. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything, especially since I just talked about cutting sugar in your diet. Okay. Something else I'm going to do, guys, this week, speaking of nutrition. So I've had multiple people in my life, clients, friends, family, in the last, I don't know, week, reach out to me about this Netflix documentary, You Are What You Eat. And they're like, Kristen, what do you think of this documentary? And let me tell you guys something. I have seen probably every food documentary. I have all the books on my shelf. Okay. I've got Fast Food Nation. I used to teach Fast Food Nation when I worked in high schools. I taught Fast Food Nation. So I know that book very well. I was vegan for a while, partially with this book and other things. But anyway, I have lots of thoughts on that documentary. I'm actually finishing it tonight. I've seen the first 2 episodes. I'm going to finish the other 2 tonight. Wednesday evening, I'm going to do a bonus training. It's not even a training. It's just like my 2 cents. 6 p.m. Eastern time. I'll remind you guys in the Facebook group. I'll send an email out. I'm going to call it The Good, the Bad, and the Truth about food documentaries, because I feel like so many of these documentaries are equivalent in the sense that they freak you out. You don't know what's propaganda, what's true, what's your take home message? What do you do with this information, right? Information doesn't lead to transformation without accountability and support. Okay. So I want to ease any anxiety or stress or fear, like whatever, any negativity about watching these documentaries, because I know how people feel. Like I had some friends come to me and they're, Kristen, oh my gosh, like I need your cookbook. There's a lot of plant-based recipes in there. Like I need to stop eating meat and chicken. I can't eat eggs anymore. Oh my God. I feel like I've been lied to my whole life. My diet's garbage. And I'm here to alleviate some of your stress. Of course, my job as a nutritionist is to help you eat better and help you make better decisions. Okay. But I'm going to talk a little bit about some feedback from that, from documentaries in general. So that's Wednesday night, 6 o'clock, like 15-minute talk, if that. But yeah, I will be featuring actually tonight in the Facebook group some plant-based recipes. And just to be clear, a lot of my clients know this, I'm not vegan. There was a part of my life where I was vegan for about 9 months. And that was actually one of the motivators behind our cookbook. It's called the Food Freedom Cookbook. It's right here. It's not all plant-based recipes. I do have fish, chicken. You can use other proteins in here too. There is a pizza on the front cover. Yes, because we believe in food freedom. I love pizza. I'm Italian and Puerto Rican. There should be a glass of wine next to it. But this is on Amazon. You can purchase this. You know, I dropped the link in the Facebook group. It's on my Instagram, my link tree. You can type in Amazon Food Freedom Cookbook. It's right here. There's over 50 recipes in here. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, desserts, cocktails. Love this cookbook so much. So if you are looking to eat more plants, you know, eat less meat, this is a great cookbook for you. But if you want to eat meat, this can help you too. Okay. I'll talk more about that. But I hope tonight's nutrition talk serves you. I hope I opened up your eyes to some things in nutrition. I hope I also opened up your eyes to what it really takes to see progress on this journey. And I didn't share that with you to scare you or make this feel like what's the word I'm looking for? Like a totally challenging, task. You and anyone else that has the right strategy and the right mindset are capable of reaching your goals and staying there. Okay. But it's not going to be easy. And it is going to be some work. But with the right support, right, the right plan, totally doable. All right, I've got some alumni here. I've got Stacy, I've got Tracy Vandana's back, Leslie, Cindy. They know what's up. Maria, I'm so excited for you to learn this week. There's people in the Facebook group. I'll go and look at them real quickly. So thank you for joining me tonight. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m., I'll talk about fitness, what you actually need to be doing for fitness, not killing yourself in the gym. You don't have to be lifting the heaviest weights. You know, you don't have to be running marathons. I'll debunk a lot of fitness myths. I love talking about fitness. And if you want to work out with me tomorrow morning, 8:30 Eastern time, upper body day, core and cardio, 45-minute class tomorrow morning. Also too, guys, those of you who, like I mentioned, you are ready for change. You want to learn the nutritional protocol. You want to jump on the wagon right now and get on track ASAP, get support. I'll drop my link here, createmyweight.com/apply to schedule a time to chat with me. I'm happy to do that. But otherwise, I'm excited for you to be part of this 5-day event, this power up. I'm here to empower you. I'm here to change your mind so you can change your life this year. All right. Let me look at the comments here in the Q&A. Meal planning is more of a guide. Yeah. All right. Bonus Wednesday session. Good, Vandana. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna talk all about that, Vandana, on Wednesday. Yes, I'll talk all about that. I'm excited. I've been watching it. I talked about it a little bit on Mindset Monday today. I'm going to do an Instagram post about it just now with one of my thoughts about it. But yeah, Wednesday night, you guys are in for it. I'm so excited. Okay. I love seeing you guys here. I'll see you guys this week. And if you're watching the recording, the homework is to type in your big takeaways. Okay. And I'll see you tomorrow night. All right. Have a good day, guys. Bye.